Hello, my friends, and welcome to our annual observance of Memorial Day. This is Jean-Dar Bradshaw, retired. I'm a former search and rescue squadron commander and a former group commander in the Ohio wing of our nation's Civil Air Patrol, the official auxiliary of the United States Air Force. I'm also a U.S. Army veteran and a member of Grace Presbyterian Church. I'm deeply honored to join with you to commemorate the sacrifices of those brave military men and women who have laid down their lives in service to this great nation. But before I begin, I would like to take a moment and acknowledge any military veterans that may have joined us virtually, and especially any disabled veterans that might be watching. I would also like to acknowledge any of you that may have lost a loved one in the line of duty. You know, it really doesn't matter how much time has passed. There are no words that can begin to adequately express our sorrow or console the survivor's grief. Let me just say that I have the greatest respect and appreciation for your loved ones' contributions and sacrifice, and that we are proud to honor them today. Memorial Day represents a day of national awareness and reverence, a special day that's set aside to honor those Americans who died in service to our country, defending our nation and its values. And while we should honor these heroes every day for their profound sacrifice in securing our nation's freedoms, we should honor them especially on Memorial Day. You know, we live in extraordinary times. For most of the last 70 years, it's been a time of unprecedented success and prosperity throughout our land. Often we forget just how fortunate we are, the sacrifices made by a precious few for the many freedoms that we all enjoy, and sadly that so many take for granted. As many of you have often heard me say, Memorial Day is more than just a 3-day weekend. To many people, especially to our nation's thousands of combat veterans, this day is an important reminder of those who died in service to our great country. A day in which we should actively remember our friends, our neighbors, our family members, and our loved ones who've made the ultimate sacrifice. So how do we do this? Well, we do it by visiting cemeteries and placing flags or flowers on the graves of our fallen heroes. We do it by visiting local monuments and memorials, by flying the U.S. flag at half-staff until noon on Monday, and by flying the POW MIA flag as well. We do this by renewing our pledge to aid the widows, the widowers, and the orphans of our fallen service members, and by giving aid to disabled veterans. But Memorial Day isn't only about decorating graves. It's about the living as well. It's about remembering and celebrating all our service members, both living and dead, for their bravery, their courage, and their sacrifice. It's about giving honor where honor is due. I would ask as you go about the rest of your holiday weekend that you keep the fallen in your thoughts and their families and friends in your hearts. For it is their immense collective sacrifices that have helped to keep our country safe and free. Let me close with one of my favorite quotes. It's a quote from Walter Borman, an American historian and author. He writes, "On this Memorial Day, we honor the sacrifices of prior generations. We honor the sacrifices of the men and women next door who have served or continue to serve our country. And we pledge never to forget the true meaning of Memorial Day. We would not have the privilege of celebrating this day and honoring so many memories without the sacrifices of those who gave their last full measure of devotion." On behalf of our nation's Gold Star families and of service members both past and present, thank you. God bless you. And God bless these United States of America.